week. We have some fun activities for you to do. Since Earth Day is in the middle of the week, I thought it would be fun to do a couple projects that involve reusing some things around your house. This one right here is bird feeder used from a aluminum can of some sort that you may have. Could be a larger soup can, could be a coffee can, whatever you might have in hand. If you take the lids off both ends, and then you can paint your can up however you choose to do that. Or if you even have duct tape, you could have different colors of duct tape running around it. I think it would be really neat. And then if you have some kind of a string piece of yarn to just wrap around so you can hang your little bird feeder when you are finished. This can came with a lid. So what I did is I cut the lid in half, and then I would hot glue it when I'm ready to. I just have tape on here right now to kind of adhere to it. But at least if you've got it on one end, that will hold your bird seed in a little bit. If you don't have a lid that you can do that with, I think that you could probably put a piece of duct tape over that, and that would hold your bird seed in at least on one side. The next one that I have is just a toilet paper roll, and I simply just took peanut butter and I covered it with the peanut butter, and then I rolled it in birdseed. However, normally I have birdseed on hand, but I was looking and I don't have birdseed, so I looked up what I could use. There is a ton of things that you have on hand that would work really, really, really well. I took cereal, I took crackers, and I took oatmeal, just smashed them up, put them in a bowl, and then what I did is I just rolled the toilet paper tube in it, and then I just wrapped a piece of string around it. These are fun, these are easy. Know that these won't last too long because it is cardboard, so that's something that you could easily redo over and over again. So second and third grade. Some of you picked up art packets last week. Some of you had picked them up a couple weeks ago. There's a couple things that I just wanted to talk to you about. There was 3 or 4 sheets in there on how to draw different things. Those are just to kind of help you with your art skills. I think there was princesses and kings, I think castles, and then also unicorns. I thought those were really neat because you could combine them and make a drawing out of them. The other handout was just, I think dump trucks, wreckers, maybe a bus. Those were just kind of a fun how-to draw sheet. And then also we had this sheet here. This is a unicorn sheet. This looks kind of hard as far as how to put that together, but I have it colored and I have it put together. You can see that this is the base piece. These are the body and the legs. This is the head, and then you just attach your other pieces, the little ears, the horn, the mane, and the tail. So that turned out really cute. For the next sheet that I wanted to talk to you about is the turtles. So if you just color that up however you would like to, and then there's a line right here, that line is where you're supposed to cut. And then after you have it cut out, then what you do is you bring the 2 pieces over and glue those 2 pieces together so it pops up the shell. It kind of gives it a little 3D look, so that's kind of fun. And we have the little small one here too. So the next sheet that I had was just a sheet with tools, and I wanted to talk to you about that. If you look at it, it shows you how to make a little toolbox. So when it's finished, it looks like this. It's pretty cute. You take your red paper and you were to fold it, and then you would fold the top half a little bit like this so it forms a long rectangle. this is the handle color, and cut that out, and the little piece that closes it. I think I had added a little black piece of paper to it. I had forgotten that the handle was included in that. And then you can open it up and slip your tools in it when you have those all finished. I thought those were very cute. For the girls, you might decide that you want to have a little brush in there, you can have nail polish in there, you can have comb. That was just some fun little activity. So the first thing when you do your unicorn is you're going to want to find a newspaper that has just a lot of print on it, not necessarily pictures, not a newspaper with big bold letters, because that will distract from your picture or take away from your picture. So I've got this one here that I found, and you could either draw right on your newspaper from the get-go, that is fine. However, if you want to make a template, you could do that as well. When I made a template, I used it just simply out of printer paper. And what I did is I taped two pieces together because I didn't know if it would be big enough just by using one. But actually, one will work just fine. I'll show you the template that I made from this right here. If you look at it, it kind of comes off just a little bit, but you could just draw the rest of the neck on the newspaper when you go ahead and draw that on there. So I'm going to show you kind of how to go about doing this. Now, you know from being in class, drawing unicorn heads, they are hard to do. A horse head, it's hard to do. So I'm just going to show you, maybe just hopefully make it a little bit simpler for you guys. So if we look over here, it just starts out kind of with a circle, okay, right here in your paper. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to start right over about here on my paper, okay? I don't want to start way over here. If I start way over here, I don't have room for the nose on my unicorn. So I'm going to start right up here, okay? And remember, draw lightly because you can always erase, okay? So I'm going to come down like this, okay? I don't necessarily have to add my unicorn horn or my ear. I can always add that to my newspaper, okay? So then I've got my oval drawn on this side. So the next thing I need to do is I need to draw the nose on my unicorn. Okay, so if I come down to about here, and it looks like I just kind of bring a line that comes down to about here maybe, and then I need to round that up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to come in, and then this part of my circle or my oval, that's going to be the part kind of like of the cheek, the side of the face of my unicorn. So I'm going to come in, and that's going to come and meet, but I'm going to bring that out, kind of come around so I meet that a little bit like this, I suppose, okay? It comes out a little bit wider. So I'm going to go and erase this piece here. I don't know if that looks good or not. It looks a little long, maybe. I might want to bring that up just a little bit more. I could always make that a little bit smaller, okay? Now, the next thing I would want to do is I need to add my neck. So my neck comes right underneath, kind of like the head right in here, right? So that's going to come right down like this. And then the rest of the head of the unicorn, that's gonna kind of come off my paper. Okay, I don't have any extra paper right here, but when I lay this down on my newspaper, I can always add that piece to it. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an eye in here. So if I draw kind of like a frown and then a smile and then half of a circle and another half, okay, then if I wanted to add the lid, I could add kind of like a lid to the unicorn. So I would come up and just draw kind of another frown on top of that. And then I could add eyelashes, just like this, okay? And then I could also come down. I might actually shorten this up just a little bit. Maybe it looks like it needs to be shortened. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to add a little hole right here for the nose. Okay, and then you can add the smile. Okay, so it looks kind of odd because it doesn't have the horn and it doesn't have the ear right now. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this out. And then I would go ahead and I would trace, probably with something other than a pencil maybe. I'm using a marker here. I don't know if a pencil will show up that well on newspaper. I suppose you could try it. Okay. So make sure that when you add your neck to this piece right here, it's gonna come down kind of like that, I suppose. It can kind of curve a little bit right there. And then also, you can add your ear right in here too. I can bring my ear up like this. And then I would add my horn separate. Okay. So I will cut this out. So the next thing I'm going to do is you will need another little piece of paper to paint the mane and then also the horn of the unicorn. Okay. So when I go ahead and paint, I kind of just need a rectangle, a long rectangle, the width of the newspaper, for the mane of my unicorn. So if I go in there and if I start grabbing my paints, let's see, maybe we'll do more of a rainbow. So if I go in and I do my pink, if you don't have paints, markers will work really, really well. Crayons would work, colored pencils would work too. So, go in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and start cutting stripes out for the mane. One thing I do want to mention too, by having the long stripes going this way, when you go ahead and cut, you will have every color in your strip on the mane. If you were to just do your stripes back and forth vertically, up and down, you would only be getting like chunks of a color. So keep that in mind too. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to draw the triangle for my horn. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just draw a line at the bottom. Okay, and then my unicorn horn is probably going to arch just a little bit. Okay, it's kind of got an angle on that side of the horn rather than just a straight line when we do a triangle. Okay, And then this one's gonna kind of have an angle as well. Kind of like that. Maybe you want it more straight. So now I've got my strips cut out, my horn is cut out. I would take some glue now. You can do wet glue or you can do the stick glue. If I come down here, and if I just add a little bit of glue all the way down, don't need that much. All the way down here, like that. And then you're going to take your rectangle strips and you will just lay them on right beside each other as you go. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I will add the eye. So if I come in here, and like I had said earlier, if you do kind of a frown shape, and that's going to come down just a little bit below the horn right here. It's not going to be way over here towards the side. It's going to be over just a little bit more. So if I do a frown, okay, and if I kind of arch that frown, and then if I come down and add a smile to that, and then if I add another frown on top of it, that's going to give me the lid to my eye, and then a line to form half of a circle, and then another line on the other side, okay? And then if I wanted to leave an area with a white little square in there to give it kind of like the highlight of the eye, I can do that too. I can go back in with whatever color I want, and I can color that eye in. I have this really deep blue marker. It's really blue, it's almost black. I wish it was lighter. I like a little bit lighter blue, I think. You could have a lavender eye if you wanted to. You could have a really pretty green eye. That would look really nice. I'm gonna go in and add eyelashes. If you wanted eyelashes, that would look nice. Maybe an eyebrow. Let's try it with this one right here. Oh, I like that. And then for your nose, we'll come down here, add the nose, the circle for that, and then also this mouth. I think that's very cute. I'm gonna go back on top of this eyebrow right here, like that. So you could go back and you could add yarn to this if you wanted to. You could add other string. You could add some fun glitter to this. It's up to you what you wanted to do. It's really cute. So I hope you have fun doing this project. I had a lot of fun doing it. I know you guys will too, because I know you guys love unicorns. So, all right. So I hope you enjoyed the activities I have for you this week. So I will talk to you next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.